Don't pay a quarter, don't pay a dime, don't pay a penny, don't waste your time. If half a penny is all he asks, don't give him any. Lay off his tracks, my half a penny is what he'll say. Still a steep price, just walk away.
Good morning, Hit Nation, folks, forgets, and everything in between and beyond. My name is Roy, host of Pennies, and these are our PostGame Pennies. And now at 500. Yes. Of course, it gets admittedly very discouraging to talk about Miami Heat once we get to the point in which we again have 3 consecutive losses and we watch whatever it is that we watched yesterday, right? How do we even explain a game that the Heat went on a 112 shooting streak through most of the first quarter, ending it with only 16 points, the lowest scoring quarter of the season, followed by the lowest scoring half of the season? No shot fell, nothing dropping from anyone. It seemed like a malady that specifically afflicted Bam, but it affected everybody, right? Bam went 0 from the field in the first quarter, and when he had the chances at the stripe, he missed half of them. The Heat punched back a few times. The Raptors went on a 10-0 run. The Heat responded with a 6-0 run up the road. Then again and again and again, Fontecchio happened. And the truth is, look, this bench, which had one of the best performances in the NBA to start the season, is simply just not producing. No matter the combinations Spo attempted, although I did not see Keisha Johnson. Interesting. I don't know if that would have made any difference. Jaquez, the small silver lining of the game, small, because even him was not what we needed more. Although it did give us, I think, 21 points. Right? He came in as a 6th man. Was the first one out was Bam, if not mistaken. Jaquez in, and he jump started our run. We're helped a bit. Still rebounding well. Bam and Ware simply do not work together, defensively nor offensively. You see right now Jablonka's stats explaining how our Bam on the court is better than Ware on the court, and how our Bam on Ware off is better. Actually, and how both of them together are worse than when both of them apart, right? It's very difficult to say because, of course, Ware has those numbers, but as Jablonka clearly says, those numbers don't mean anything. And as Raf reminded me, Hassan Whiteside also had those numbers, but the team started to kind of flourish when Bam came in. And of course, we had this entire discussion about not blaming Bam, but I do, of course, blame Bam when he's not being offensively productive when he has the opportunities given. But of course, it's not just on him. The first quarter had the makings of 3 Fontecchio turnovers. That is exactly how it looked like. In the second quarter, Fontecchio gets fouled shooting the 3. Now he does convert to 3 points. And other than Bam, it seems players are hitting their free throws and committing few fouls, as has been the standard for the Miami Heat. It's not exactly how the game ended, but that's how the game started. The team hovers below 35% from the field. And even with Drew Smith and Jaquez helping the team in times of need, the Heat still managed to make Mamukilashvili's night one of his career's best. I stopped counting after his first triple, which happened later, but this is irrelevant here, right? Quickly, Barnes, Murray Boyles get what they want most of the time when they want it. The game stagnates at times, sure, but it mostly flows through the offense the Raptors generate because of how well they adapted well for the defense and how they adjusted to any changes the Spo tried to implement. Anytime that we made any kind of significant run, they took a timeout, they adjusted, they came back better. The game actually was tied up, I think, 4 times, right? The game is tied in the first half 4 times before it gets away from us. Mainly in the third quarter, with the half ending at 51-44 in Toronto's advantage. Wiggins gets a first triple after a short run, a couple of Ingram plays. including one of those triples that we were allowing teams to make look easy. Because once they say, okay, oh, this guy can, can score a magnet triple. This guy can score a magnet triple. Everyone can score a magnet triple against Heat, it seems. The Raptors are up by 6, and 8, and 6 again. 4 to give us hope, 10, 11, and so on and so forth until towards the game ends with us being blown out. Fonseca did not see the floor in the second half. Norm stepped out of bounds 2 consecutive possessions and turned the ball over on a previous one. Bam seemed better on both ends, of the floor, but not much. Frankly, the stretches that he played with Fonseca in the first half don't even count, as Fonseca was able to execute actually one good assist, our captain, Philly multiple times to handle the ball and find that he won efficiently. Now, Norm cannot score for the most part. Jaquez gets some, or has the most of any other player trying to get some, but his on the ball, drive first, paint blind style has its limitations. He scores, he gets fouled, but the needle doesn't move. Ware and Bam rebound well, but the needle doesn't move. Norm and Bell do a couple of pick and roll plays, which we were kind of looking for, but it doesn't move the needle. I didn't see one player not wanting to play. I actually saw effort from everyone. But I saw a defeated team, a defeated coach, again failing to adjust, again failing to make sure the gaps are seen, the mismatches detected, the adaptations executed. But nothing. Time after time, we fail to even make a dent. At the end, we fall to 10-5 at home, 14-14 overall at 500, 0-2 to the Raptors with 1-9 record in the last 10. Again, third consecutive loss. We shot 33 of 82 field goals versus 41 of 86. 40 to almost 48% to the Raptors. We hit 8 of 30 three-point attempts to their 14 on 38, near 36 to our near 27%. 27%. We even managed to lose our free throws percentage, hitting one because they hit one more, 16 to 17 on 20 attempts to also their 20. We lost the rebounding battle by 10, 50-40, assists by 11, 29-18. Got blocked 5 times and only retributed once with 17 to their 16 turnovers. So basically, we lost every single aspect, statistically speaking, of the game. Lost the fast break point battle at 17 to 13. We had 0.9 points per possession to their 1.2. Our next rival, of course, now the Atlanta Hawk, which we visit on the 26th with a tip-off at 7 p.m. Before I say happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everyone, I just want to say that we did have the Raf and I had an extensive discussion yesterday, basically focusing on Ware. And again, as I put in the beginning of the video, with Jablanca's numbers, it does seem like Ware does have the pointage, does have the stats, right? Does have the double-double, he does have the stats that help him at times. But I think that that doesn't, I don't think that he's the problem. I don't think that we have anybody else. Let me see if this is on. It is. Yeah. I don't think that we have anybody else that is necessarily the problem. I mean, the fact that the bench is not producing, the fact that Norm cannot get a shot off, the fact that Bam cannot get a shot off, the fact that we were just horrible to start the game and we never caught up. We did catch up. I mean, managing to get to 4 times and a couple of lead changes, actually. But then not enough. And the Raptors are also desperate. They also came from a loss to the Nets, who are kind of doing a little bit better. But still, it feels like, of course, right now it feels like we're in desperate times. But it is still December. People keep forgetting that it's still December. People keep forgetting that we are still under 30. We had a good sample size in 20, and now we have a bad sample size, or in 18, let's say, and now we have a bad sample size in about 10. So, I don't know what to say. The only thing that I can say is that I hope for a trade, obviously. I think everybody does. And but I also hope that our team just gets better, just figures out that we do have the talent and the potential was actually executed before, so we can adapt it to execute it better than we are executing. Because the way that we are executing, even when we are showing that we want to win, the way that for example, Bam does not have help offensively with this particular starting lineup, which I have to admit is problematic. Right now, I do have to admit it's problematic, and that I was wrong. I mean, if I see Ref saying something, I can have all my wits, but then Jablanca says something else. Okay, I can't argue with Jablanca. Not really, you know. So I don't know if Ware should really be starting. But again, we don't have Larson. Nikola Jovic hasn't been a factor. We don't have Hero. We don't know when we're going to have him. So frustrating it is. We're going to try to still be here. Of course, next few games I might not be able to because I'm going to be a little bit more unavailable with my son. I might not be able to do as much as I've been doing these past few days, but I'm going to try. I'm definitely going to try. Stay safe, stay dry, stay warm, and stay as happy as possible in this very complicated world of ours. And let's go Heat.